Hey guys, Auspicious Aussie here, and these are the rules for the Celtic Scottish Players Only series. If you'd like to have a bit more of an in-depth read through, I would recommend pausing the video here, reading through the rules. If you're pretty familiar with the series, you will have obviously seen the much longer intro that has been in the lead up to these episodes. So maybe go back and check out the longer intro where I sort of go through them in a bit more detail. And then we also have the goals of the series here as well. As you can see, they're currently in red, and every time we check off a goal of the series, the red text will turn to green text, and that will symbolize the goal has been completed. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the episode. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to episode 16 of the Celtic Scottish Players Only series. Obviously, today's episode, directly following on from episode 15, we're going to be taking on Hearts here in the first game, and then we'll be taking on Videoton in the UEFA Champions League third qualifying round, and we'll be taking them on in the second leg. Of course, the first leg finished a 1-0 victory for ourselves away from home, so, we're in the driver's seat in regards to that. However, the title of this episode is interesting because we've sold a player for £33 million. Now, you might be wondering who it is. Spoilers, probably not who you thought it was. You could probably see who you might have thought it was on the home screen there. But as you can see, Mikey Johnston left for 33 mil to Burnley. And honestly, I couldn't believe my eyes when I negotiated. It was also a straight offer, so I put it in for 15 mil up front, and then I think it was 18 mil in future fees. And they literally accepted it straight away, so part of me thinks that maybe I could have got a little bit more money out of them, but that's perfectly fine. He's only 21. I mean, he finally became a natural striker towards the end of last season, but honestly, he was probably fourth in the pecking order. We currently use McShane a little bit more, especially coming off the bench in certain games to try and aid his development a little bit more after he did come through our academy through our youth intake last season. So yeah, Johnston's gone. I mean, good for him. He's on 73k per week in Burnley, and hopefully he's enjoying life over in England. But yeah, he's left the club. Leaves us a little bit short in the striker department. Our fourth choice striker. I mean, I can get straight into the lineup here and we'll show you. So we're going to stick obviously with Griffiths and Christie up front. But then our fourth choice striker will be McBride. Connor McBride. He's actually a pretty decent prospect, only 19 years old. Got a little bit of potential left in him as well. But good heading, good finishing, passing, composure, really good pace, and he's also, relatively determined there with 17 determination. So yeah, he'll be the fourth choice. Obviously, McShane, like I said, he'll be the third choice striker. He'll be getting a lot of game time as well. He has developed a little bit, which is surprising, considering his potential is essentially non-existent. Anyway, today's starting lineup against Hearts is going to be Bain in goals. We're going to go with Sutar, Hendry, and McKenna coming back in for our centre backs. Douglas is going to be the left wing back today, with O'Donnell as the right wing back. Going to go with a midfield trio, or usual trio, of Henderson, McGregor, and Ferguson. And then, as I said earlier, Griffiths and Christie up front. The bench is going to be Doohan, Kerr, Taylor, Forrest, Brown, Mallon, and McShane. Obviously, it's pretty important for us to get a victory here today. Now, Washington up front, he's a very lethal striker. And they do have Christoph Berra in their centre-back position as well, who is a relatively strong centre-half, albeit a very old one as well. But yeah, both games going to be at home for this episode, so hopefully we can get 2 home victories. We did actually win both games in the last episode, kicking off the second season here at the club. All right, we've got Douglas with a long throw. Can't find his man. Henderson picks it up. It's cleared away, but we do win back possession. Douglas with a nice pass, and, I mean, Griffiths probably should have scored. That was a pretty easy chance for him there. All right, Douglas with a, an interesting corner. That's probably going to be offside. It's not. But yes, it is. He's offside. Very strange corner there. I don't exactly know what he was doing. But yeah, they haven't had a shot on target yet, so far so good in the defensive department. All right, Hearts are coming forward. They got Naismith as well, who just lost the ball there to O'Donnell. Now we got McGregor launching a bit of a counter-attack. Christie to Ferguson. Can he cross? He can't, but wins the ball back. Finally gets his cross in, and there's the opening goal. Barry Douglas at the back post. Assist going to Ferguson there. Finally getting the cross in on his second time of asking. And a pretty good cross to the back post. And you have to say their fullback is definitely ball watching. All right, we could be launching another attack here. We've got Christie over the top. Can he finish? Oh, that was a bit of a shank. But he's going to be offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. And Hearts have given the ball away yet again. We need to really try and make them pay if they're going to give the ball away that easy. Naismith to Cochrane. I mean, the ball's pinging around quite a bit. We finally do get it on the deck. That's a lovely ball out to O'Donnell. And a pretty good save by their goalkeeper there as well. Alright, we've got another corner. Douglas puts it in, and I think that might be a penalty. No, it's going to be a free kick for Hearts. You always think it might be a penalty when the ref blows his whistle in the box. But luckily for Hearts, they get away with one. Probably could have gone either way. Anyway, we're on the stroke of half-time here, and Washington's one-on-one with the keeper. But Bain did a great job. Really came out of the 6-yard box and put pressure. They do have a corner. It's in the box, and that's a header over the bar. Alright, there's half-time. Only the one shot on target. And that was right at the end of the half. So I have to say, overall, I'm pretty pleased with that performance. Alright, O'Donnell over the top. Griffiths, he's going to put that away. Absolutely dreadful defending there by Hearts. Goalkeeper and defender getting confused. Their communication was all over the place. And, you expect him to be putting these away with relative ease. Halkett, I mean, what is he doing there? If you were the goalkeeper, you would have to be absolutely furious. Alright, I think we're going to make a couple of subs. We're 2 goals to the good. We'll bring McShane on for Christie. And then I think we'll also bring Stevie Mallon on for Callum McGregor. Those two not really performing to the best of their ability. And somehow Sutar has rocketed a shot against the post off of that free kick. Very unlucky. We've also got Henderson here picking up a yellow card. So we'll just ease him off. Make sure he doesn't pick up that second yellow. Alright, we'll make one more sub here. Last 10 minutes. Barry Douglas looking a little bit fatigued out there. Greg Taylor can come on. I mean, they're both pretty outstanding left wing backs. And I think Taylor might play against Videoton in our second game for today's episode. Ooh, Ferguson gets his cross in, and McShane almost getting a goal. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Low and to his left. Really nice save. And he's on a 7.5, their goalkeeper. Fair play to him. But yeah, McShane does actually get his goal. 92nd minute, the second minute of stoppage time. McShane basically doing what a good poacher does. And yeah, basically just volleying in Hendry's misplaced header for our third goal. But they do get one back, Hearts. They get one back. I mean, we're 30 seconds over stoppage time, but, you know, fair play. They get a goal off of the corner. Obviously, my boys literally not paying attention at the front post there. And ruining our clean sheet, which is pretty frustrating, but it's fine. No, I'm not going to be too upset about it. Alright, and that win does set us top. That's good. Douglas, man of the match. And yeah. Alright, so I'm going to skip forward the 4 days and I'll join you back for the lineup against Videoton. Alright, so let's get into the lineup. Basically, only making 2 changes to the starting lineup. We've got Kerr, the centre-back, coming in for Scott McKenna, who just drops to the bench. And then we've also got Dane Murray coming into centre midfield for the suspended Ferguson down there. So, you know, relatively no big changes. We do need to kind of go with a full-strength team. Just got to make sure we see the result out. And then obviously we'll be into the playoff for the group stage. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. I guess we'll tell them to pick up where they left off last time. Obviously my natural game team talk is not there, which does seem to get results. Alright, O'Donnell with the long throw. Can't make it into the box. Murray has it now. Can he cross? Yes, he can. Douglas. Ooh, just over the bar. Very close there. Alright, now we have Douglas. He's going to go for a long throw as well. To Christie. Well defended. It's not that well defended though. And somehow it's gone in the back of the net for us. It's going to be classed as an own goal. But I think Christie was the one that put it in the back of the net, to be honest. I mean, you'll see on the replay here. I mean, somehow Douglas crosses it in. Good save by their goalkeeper. Griffiths slides in. And then somehow, I mean, Christie almost missed that with an open net. And he hit the defender, and I guess it hit the defender and went into the goal. Anyway, regardless, we're 1-0 up in this second leg. And that is a bit of a lifeline for us, just to make sure things are a little bit more comfortable. You know, that first leg was... It was an interesting game in the last episode. You know, we probably should have had the result over and done with. I think Griffiths, if I remember correctly, missed a penalty. So, yeah, interesting. Anyway, Christie here, and the shot does get blocked. So we will have a corner. Douglas swings it in, and Griffiths heads it over the bar there. Over the top of the net. That's going to be a penalty for us, yeah. The free kick was swung in. Now, Griffiths has a chance to make up for that first leg. And he does actually put this penalty away, getting his 9th goal of the season. And we find ourselves 2-0 up on the night, 3-0 up on aggregate. And, you know, I can breathe a sigh of relief. We definitely should be beating teams like Videoton. So I'm happy about this result so far, as we're approaching halftime. Bit of an interesting throw for Sutar there. I don't really know why he's actually taking that throw in. You would think that it would go to the wing back anyway. Alright, we win the ball back, and Christie's 1-on-1. If he passes it, he scores, but he goes himself and scores anyway. A really nice finish there from Christie. And, yeah, first minute of stoppage time, we find ourselves 3-0 up. Perfect first half. I mean, if Christie squares the ball here, I mean, Griffiths has an empty net tap in. But he does go himself, the more difficult, you know, opportunity. And, I mean, he's pretty lucky, because if he missed that, I would have been pretty furious. So I'm glad he scored. Ooh, Videoton are in behind. And that's going to be the end of the first half there. Like I said, a very, very good first half for ourselves. We might take O'Donnell off here, actually. Get Forrest on. O'Donnell on a yellow card. Also really fatigued out there as well. And Forrest hasn't really played too much. I mean, realistically, he's probably the next one out of the club. He's 29 years old. You know, he's the backup right back. We've got so many options as our right wing back. Alright, so I think I'll bring off Griffiths there for McShane. And then we can swap Christie and McShane. Get them playing in their preferred roles. And finally, I think we'll bring on... Yeah, Greg Taylor is... You know, he deserves some playing time. I was going to start with him. Honestly, Douglas has just been in phenomenal form. Henderson with a cross to the back post, and Murray absolutely skies that one. Hendry's going to pick it up. Goes to Taylor, McGregor, Kerr. Kerr gives the ball away. Bit of a shame. And they are in behind. And Bain comes up with a massive save. Be nice if we can keep a clean sheet in this one. We somehow managed to clear the corner without conceding. And again, their goalkeeper is having a really good game, despite conceding another goal there to Liam Henderson. Nice little free kick there. And we find ourselves 4-0 up now. McShane with the free kick, of course. He's got 17 free kick taking. So fair play to him getting an assist. Well, he doesn't actually get the assist because I believe it came off of a Videoton head. Something like that. And then found its way in the back of the net. Anyway, Kerr picks it up. We're into the 89th minute. The centre-back, what can he do with it? Gets a cross in to Taylor. Henderson with a rocket. Getting himself a brace within the space of about, what, 6 minutes? This is a nice goal. Very, very nice goal. Taylor lays it off, and then bang! Henderson smashes it. Alright, that should be full time. There we go, 5-0 victory at home. Exactly the performance that I wanted to see. And again, we've won both games for the episode, so I'm a very happy YouTuber. Alright, so we do go into the playoff. And as you can see, we will be taking on Sturm Graz. Probably one of the better teams from Austria. Obviously, I don't have Austria loaded. But, you know, they're in the top 5, so that's pretty interesting. And I think it's actually going to be a relatively hard playoff for us. I think we can get through, don't get me wrong. But I think it's probably going to be more difficult than the previous games have been for sure. That's going to be the next episode. We're going to be bringing both legs home and away to see if we make it into the Champions League group stage. So make sure you check that one out. As always, make sure you give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's about 70% of my viewers that are not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell as well, and that'll keep you up to date with these episodes coming out in the future. As always, guys, take it easy, and goodbye.